What is up, you guys? Welcome to Midlife Vibes on a Thursday night. I mean, the news was so important that we just had to come live on Thursday night and just talk about this. And I'm sure everyone else in the community is talking about it. I'm sure you probably all watched many live streams and videos.
I came home and took a nap, and I literally just woke up after work, so I have no idea what's going on. So I am hearing this for the first time.
Yeah, and we'll give it just a few minutes for everyone to join in, and then we're going to go dive straight into the topic. There's a lot of information to uncover with this Disneyland expansion plans, you could say. I mean, this is not like it's going to happen tomorrow, next year, probably not even the year after that. I mean, we're probably looking down the road a few years, but we're going to get into all the nitty-gritty. A lot of people maybe not realize there's a Disneyland Forever website, and there is all sorts of information there. We're going to compare the concept art on screen. We're going to compare the concept art with real world satellite images of Disneyland right now and the Toy Story parking lot, and kind of show what it looks like and where we think the entrances are going to be, and the gates, the extra gates into the parks. Because yes, going into Disneyland, it doesn't look like you'll just have to go through the entrance on Main Street. It looks like there will be a possibility to enter from a downtown Disney area in this expansion. And we'll
Like the monorail part?
No, you'll see. Becky, honestly, you guys, Becky has not looked at any of this.
I haven't seen any of it.
No, somebody says say hi to Joe, Liz, how you doing? Disney Lost Boys and Girls, welcome.
Carla,
thank you for joining.
Time out with Michael. We have Liz Rubio in the house, Lori Jean Carlson, and did I miss anybody else?
I think we got everybody there.
Okay.
So since it is a Thursday night, I don't expect the huge crowds that we normally would get on a Tuesday night, but we are going to just dive right into this and get started. And you're going to see a lot of imagery and a lot of other stuff besides just our beautiful faces, or her beautiful face and my ugly mug, but you will see a lot of good stuff. So let me just get that screen shared with you guys. We're sharing.
Hi, Sammy.
And let's dive right into the first image that we have here today, which is the concept art for what exists now as the Disneyland Hotel, Simba parking lot, Pixar or Paradise Pier, the entrance from downtown Disney into it right here, and what is the parking lot for downtown Disney right now and the hotel. And let's just talk about this image before we
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Like Becky's like, oh, wow, there's a lot of stuff here.
Wow.
Yes. Oh, wow. So,
hey, Elizabeth.
Hey. So,
Hi, Melissa.
Okay. Sammy, hello.
Hi, everybody. I'm going to not interrupt, okay? So if I see you, I'll wave, but Josh, I'm going to let Josh talk.
So I'm just going to kind of show you where some key points are right here on the map before. Actually, I'll probably just enlarge it right now. And we'll look at a few key points here on the map. So right here where my mouse is right now, that is the existing walkway over in downtown Disney to where there'd be a monorail train station here. And looking in this concept art, there is no monorail train station, but who knows if that would change. This would be the AMC Theater currently. There would be Rainforest Cafe right here in ESPN Zone. And then you'd get into right here is the current Disneyland Hotel. And over here, you see where my mouse is, that is the Paradise Pier Hotel. And all the way over here on the top, this is the current parking structure for Pixar Pals. Parking structure is right over here. And then this is Magic Way right here. And then this is Disneyland Drive, I believe is what it's called, this right here. So currently there's only one bridge over. Now, if you look at this concept art, and we will now start to zoom in, and I will shift it. See if I can shift it around at all. Multiple bridges here. So This is not a bridge right here. This is normally but look at this little interesting thing right here. Could that be a pedestrian bridge from the Grand California across the street so you don't have to worry about the traffic? Or is that just a sidewalk and a pathway?
It looks like a little It looks like a little bridge because of the stairs.
Yeah, and we'll get to a different image too. I just kind of wanted to briefly go over this one, but right here is a bridge, and looks like will be an extension of Disney California Adventure, and we will go over that. And then up here in the top corner, is a bridge. And I'll bring up a better image of that in just a second, you guys. I just wanted to talk real quick about the website that Disney has here and just kind of go over what they're saying. This is called Disney Forward. And basically, they're talking about trying to be more flexible, get the city to be more flexible with the zoning and the different how lands are properties are categorized, so they could not just have parking there, but maybe they can have a theme park there. Or
City of Anaheim realized how much they need Disney.
Well, I think right now City of Anaheim is all aboard with Disney.
Well, yeah, they realized how much income it brings in.
This is the time to do it. So with that, with Disneyland Forward and an updated approach, these exciting new lands and attractions coming to, well, this is Tokyo Disney, or is a good inspiration for the future of Disneyland Park. So this is not a guarantee or anything like that, but this is kind of talking about how it's possible that we might get Arendelle. So we might get a frozen area. And that's hence, look at one of the mountains there. And Matterhorn? You'll see when we look at some of the concept art and stuff and the mapping, you'll see some mountains.
Like Matterhorn?
Yeah. Possibly a Tangled Land.
I would love a Tangled Land. Oh, and Peter Pan.
A Peter Pan area.
On the island?
Yeah.
They need to do something at that island. I'm excited. Yes.
And then for what could come to possibly to Disney California Adventure, I say possibly, but they're hinting very strongly here with fun. Everything, is a Zootopia area. And looking at the map that Disney put out on here, it really looks like there's going to be a big e-ticket roller coaster in Zootopia. And I'll show you guys that.
I guess we will be paying to go. Huh?
And then there's possible that a Toy Story Land could come over here, or a Tron roller coaster. See, and I'm going to talk about this too. I'm thinking there might be a move to move Autopia into this new area, one of the new areas, to make room for Tron roller coaster in Tomorrowland.
You think they'll get rid of Space Mountain and do Tron in the Space Mountain?
No. They'll keep Space Mountain and Tron. You said get rid of Space Mountain. They're not going to ever get rid of Space Mountain.
I was just asking a question.
Ever.
Daddy 316.
Never, ever get rid of Space Mountain.
I had a Big Daddy 316.
So now we're going to get into some good stuff, which is the map. And for this, we're just going to kind of look at, this will take more time on, you guys. This we're going to take more time. I just wanted to briefly go through there of some of the lands that they think could possibly happen. So this is a very basic map of, you can see right here is Disneyland currently, Downtown Disney currently, DCA under here currently, big Mickey and Friends parking structure and Pixar Palace parking structure right there. Disneyland owns this property back here behind the hotels. And I will show you guys, and I will bring it up the actual map of a satellite view of the city and of Disneyland. But I'm going to blow this up, okay? I need to blow this.
Blow it up, baby.
I need to blow this up, and then I have to figure out where it's at. Okay. Actually, you know what I'm going to do?
Give them the whole screen.
I'm going to give them the whole screen. So give me a second here. Let me put us back on. I realize I want to do this because I really want to go into this map. And I think I just I don't know what I just did here. Okay. Here we go.
Whoa.
Yeah. Whoa. Well, we're going to get into it. Here we go. Okay. And I'm going to even go bigger on this, but you can see Disneyland here. Now let's first start off with, Disney California Adventure in this middle area here. So you see Downtown Disney here, and there's normally there's a bridge right here to get into this area. So if you're looking at the purple is Downtown Disney. So we're looking at new buildings in the Downtown Disney area.
Okay.
Because possibly maybe they're not going to have the theater.
This is Downtown Disney?
This is Downtown Disney, purple area. And then you'll see Disney California Adventure. You see how the color code is here?
Okay.
Look at Disney California Adventure. Look at all of this is the Disneyland Hotel, which is green right here.
Okay.
Okay. And then so here's what we're looking at. We're looking at Disney California Adventure being expanded across into the Simba parking lot via a bridge, kind of like how they have a bridge in Downtown Disney. I know I'm so excited. Disney Lost Boys and Girls. It's like, I just got to go. I want to talk about it all so fast, but we got to slow it down. You're right. A bridge over here. Now this is where we're looking at possibly Zootopia. And now I'm going to blow that up really big. And we're going to really get into this area here.
So all this is where they're expanding.
So when you look at the blue, those are actually buildings And if you look at the light tan, those are walkways, and obviously the dark blue waterways, and then the green is, landscaping and stuff like that. Look at this mountain right here. They showed a picture of this mountain in the other concept art, but look at the black lines. Black lines. Holy moly. What is it? I had lost my weekend, and it's now Tuesday. No, it's Thursday, silly. Look at these black lines. That is an indication of a roller coaster. That is a roller coaster track. You can even tell because look at that. There's a helix on top of a building over here. There's all this stuff going through the mountain. And then it comes over here where there'll probably be like a loading and unloading area in here. You guys, this is what I think is where Zootopia is going to be. And there's going to be a crazy Zootopia roller coaster ride. And also with Disney California Adventure, like with Disneyland, the sight lines are very important. But with Disney California Adventure, we know you can see outside the park on their roller coasters. So, and on some of their rides, you can see outside the park. So it doesn't matter. So they could have a really cool roller coaster on a big mountain where you can still see outside the park, but you're still kind of immersed inside of Disney California Adventure. So that's guaranteed one e-ticket ride. And then look at this big building right here. That's guaranteed a pretty large dark ride.
Yeah, an inside ride.
Yeah. So.
Oh, is that why they call it dark ride? Because it's inside?
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was dark rides because they were spooky.
Well, because they are spooky.
They are spooky.
And then obviously you would have more like maybe restaurants and shops. And then as we go farther up, that's definitely going to be a ride. Look at the size of that building. That is definitely a big ride. And notice how here's the this green. This is the hotel. You have Adventureland Hotel, Frontierland building. And then this is Fantasyland building. And this is like a DCA showcasing building right back here. And then over here is the restaurants and stuff like that. So it just all ties right in. Now, the interesting thing is, and then look at, these are blue. These are blue right here. So what does that mean?
It's seeping in.
That means it's still Disney California Adventure.
Yeah.
So it really, if you look at it, it looks like Disney California Adventure is going to go completely around the Paradise Pier Hotel, which has a parking structure right there. And then it looks like, what is this right here? What does that look like right there, you guys? That looks like turnstiles to get into Disney California Adventure. So it looks like you can access Disney California Adventure from downtown Disney. You can access it from the Grand Californian, and then you access it from the hub over, the hub's right here, or not the hub,
I think that's
the middle section.
I think that's a really great idea because you need more ways to get in because it gets so crowded.
So, and then also, if we go right above, now the orange is Disneyland.
Mm-hmm.
So if you look at here, another gateway into Disneyland. So a new gateway right there into Disneyland. So I'm sorry, you guys will get to your comments in a little bit. I'm trying to focus on the screen and look at what's going on over here. So really, a new way to get into Disneyland. So we've explored now a new way, an expansion for Disney California Adventure over to here. Right? Hotel completely surrounded, Disneyland Hotel completely surrounded. And also people are gonna be like, well, what about the parking for the Disneyland Hotel? Well, before I go into Disneyland, look at this. From Magic Way, creating a new way to get, there's no parking lot over here, but you can drop off your luggage and everything like that. And I guarantee you, here's what I think is gonna happen is Pixar Pals is part of it is gonna become Disneyland Hotel parking. That's because we're gonna get to it, a new place to park at the Disneyland Resort also. So then when we go here, now this is where, and we're going to dive into the satellite map and this map in just a second with this. But here is Disneyland right here. See the big word Disneyland? Now we're talking about a bridgeway over the Disneyland Drive into a new area. And look at, they have what looks like some sort of car ride right here, maybe. Mm-hmm. So maybe they move Autopia to over here, who knows, to build Tron over there. Because they're not building Tron over here, especially with this concept. And I think they want Tron in Tomorrowland.
You think?
This I think is going to be more of a, look at this is the Peter Pan area, I bet you. That kind of looks like some rocks and maybe a ship in the middle here. Oh, you guys, I just saw something. See this right here? That looks like seating. That right there, it looks like
You think
like
we're
a
gonna
like.
put seating in for the.
What if they moved Fantasmic over to there, or do they just
No.
create a brand new show over here? But that
Where
definitely
is that at? Where's that at?
that's the Downtown Disney parking lot. So you know the new walkway they built,
Oh.
the new walkway that they built.
Uh-huh.
That's the parking
I
lot
thought
that's
they
right
were
next to
gonna
it.
do Peter Pan on Tom Sawyer Island.
No, we're talking about a whole new land, a whole new area.
Oh, okay.
So that possibly could be a Peter Pan themed area. And then there's this weird thing here with.
It's like it looks like air buckets.
It looks like hanging, like sky buckets or
yeah,
something.
it looks like sky buckets.
Like, is that possible? Like, could that happen? So who knows?
Hi,
So
co-drummer.
who knows? But then there's these show buildings too, which could house some fairly large rides. One here, one over here. You guys are following the mouse. Definitely one over here. So, and then you have restaurants and buildings like that. So a lot going on. Like this looks like a little kid ride right here. There's some tracks right there. This looks like mountains because you can see the brown right here. That looks like mountain range on the front of a building. And then more mountainy type ranging. So I'm thinking these are going to be more outdoorsy type rides, but pretty crazy.
Can we go back to
area.
DCA? What do you think will happen with the Frozen Theater or the height, whatever it's called?
This is not, the DCA is over here.
I know. Oh, we haven't gotten there yet.
We're not even, well, they're not even talking about that. That's Marvel Land stuff. We're talking about the expansion tonight, babe.
No, I thought maybe they would do something.
We're talking about completely out of existing Disneyland and DCA areas outside of that area. Gotcha. Hey, Brooke.
Hey, Two Real Geeks. Hi, Brooke Johnson.
So,
that's a lot.
Yeah, so there's a lot there. Now, let's make this a little bit smaller and let's talk about the new parking. So here's current parking. Disneyland already owns all this stuff behind the hotels on Harbor Boulevard. They own all of that. So now they're talking now again about building their parking structure over here and creating a transportation hub. The reason the bridge over Harbor Boulevard got denied, because all the businesses on the Harbor Boulevard said you're going to kill our pedestrian traffic. So what Disneyland has said now is that they are going to make an accessible area for the Harbor Boulevard traffic pedestrians to be able to give them access to this bridge without having to walk all the way around all those hotels. So they'll get access to come back here, go through security, and go over the bridge.
You know what's really sad, though?
What's sad?
Is that it took this for the businesses to understand how much money. I think they knew already.
That they only make money when Disneyland is functioning.
Yeah, otherwise they wouldn't get the traffic they get in that area.
And I feel bad for the businesses that aren't making money and that have closed down for sure. But you have to understand where your revenue source comes from. And yes, Disneyland and DCA aren't going away, but they have to continue to grow if they're going to continue to attract people. So with that, now we're getting over here to this is across from the convention center. So the convention center is right here.
Okay.
Okay. This is Toy Story parking lot right here.
Shut the front door.
So what we're looking at here is we're not looking at a theme park over here. We are looking at a Disney Springs type of like a second downtown Disney.
I don't even know what Disney Springs looks
like. It's like downtown Disney, but on a grander scale.
I've never seen the vlogs or anything with Florida, so I'm gonna be in for a surprise.
Yeah, so instead of a parking lot, now we're talking about a shopping experience for convention center people. Because remember, convention center's right here, and they do usually park over here, but they can't park over here now because there's gonna be no parking for them. But now we're looking at, so if we look at the color coding of, let's just pull this back here real quick for a second and see if I can find the color coding. I don't think I might have put it in the picture. I think I might have cropped it out.
Well, the dark purple said downtown.
No. So we're talking about a whole new area. It's shopping district, but that's fine. I kind of know what it is, so we'll jump into that right now. Let me just get the right size again. Okay, here we go. Okay, so yeah, the purple is shopping. The green is hotel.
Oh, wow.
The yellow is parking. So this right here is parking lot right now. That's going to be a parking structure. And then this is going to be a parking structure for the hotel. So I'm assuming we'll have a parking structure here for this shopping and entertainment experience. Mm-hmm. So the difference between Disney Springs and downtown Disney is Disney Springs has a lot of entertainment things that you can do. Mm-hmm. Activities, I should say, entertainment activities, where downtown Disney has shopping and eating. So I think they're going to combine a lot of shopping and
Do you
a
think
lot
they'll
of
slowly merge it out of downtown Disney and just
no. I think they'll keep both because they're still going to want shops that people go to at those hotels over there and restaurants, because people who are in the hotels at the Disneyland side are not going to want to
go all the way over
come over here, take a bus to come over here, you know. But
and then that looks like seating.
it looks like possible seating for some sort of water vehicles or for some sort of show. But I'm gonna switch back over to let me see if I can find it here, and hopefully jump onto the right thing right here. And I'm gonna switch back to this real quick so you guys can see something as we scroll through here. But this is a bigger picture of what we were just looking at. But if I come down here and I go even farther, I want to skip by this real quick. This is the one I want right here. Now I wonder, hold on, you guys. I'm gonna go back here because I want to see if I can find it, because I might have actually screenshotted that so I can make it bigger for you guys. Boop. Okay, here we go. Now I can make this bigger. Okay, here we go. And I can actually expand on this one. This is what we were just looking at on the map, okay? This is exactly what we were looking at. But remember,
what's in the middle there? Look at that.
So how I want to show you is this right here is coming from the convention center. This is Harbor Boulevard right here. This is coming from the convention center. These are some existing hotels that are there. So you would come in, and then this over here is coming from Catella.
Okay.
This parking structure is a flat parking lot right now. So look at the size of that parking structure. You're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stories high, kind of like the other parking structures. And then these are the current hotels right here. These are the current hotels that exist.
So how much traffic do you think that's going to give me on my drive to work when Disneyland opens?
Okay. So probably a lot, but there's other ways for you to do that. So we'll stay on topic though. Okay. So coming in here, you can see this up here on the top is a hotel. That would be a hotel. Now remember, you guys, just remember this. This is all concept art. Things can totally change. Things can totally look different as this continues on. This is part of this hotel. I don't know if that's going to be like maybe a DVC portion or maybe something like that. Maybe with suites or something like that. Who knows? But you have all these walkways through here. You have entertainment here and all these little huts, which are probably going to be shops. And then you have these buildings over here, which look like larger shops, like larger stores and restaurants.
Yeah, I was going to say restaurants.
So you have one here, a big one here, and then there's a separate walkway. There's a walkway on this side of this building and a walkway through the middle of these. You see all these little speckled dots? Those are supposed to be people, just so you guys know. Speckled dots are people.
Not lights. Okay.
Yeah. And so definitely more shopping and entertainment experiences and activities to do here. This is currently a parking lot. Now, what I want to do is I want to get into the map and see if I can find. I need to take us off real quick so I can pull up the map. And I have an idea.
Hi, Jackie.
I have an idea, which I'm gonna do right now for the map and for you guys. Is you gotta give me a second to do it all, because it's kind of
tricky.
It's trick to rock around. That's right. Okay, sorry. It's a little tricky, yes.
Alpha Traveler Kenny.
Okay, that's not the best picture, but I want to show it because
it's a flea circus, Kenny.
Let me see if I can do this here. That one's by itself. I want to go to. Well, first I'm going to go to the map. I think this map, and then I'm going to.
Nobody knows what you're doing.
Yeah, nobody
can see you clicking.
Yeah, you can't see me clicking, so just don't mind me. I'm setting everything up for you guys, so just give me a second. Just setting it up.
I have to stay on topic, you guys.
Okay, here we go. I just got to find where Disneyland was. I lost Disneyland, you guys. There it is. Here's Disneyland. Okay. So, and Disneyland is facing the wrong direction, so let's get Disneyland back right in order. There we go. Okay. Let's see here. Here's Disneyland. You can see Tom Sawyer's Island, Star Wars Land, which this image is obviously a little old because Google Maps satellite doesn't go right into it. So this Disneyland right here is the same as this right here. Now, I'm coming over here to the parking lot.
Okay.
This parking lot is this right here.
Which parking lot?
This parking lot right here is this right here. And I'm going to zoom in on the map so that way we can see it. Okay. So I'm showing you existing stuff. This dirt right here is actually Pixar Pal's parking structure. So you can see existing parking. And you see, so all this parking, and you can see right here, like if you look, here's the Disneyland Hotel parking and convention center and Disneyland Hotel. Here's the Disneyland Hotel right here. So you get the idea, this whole parking lot becomes part of Disneyland. This is the way to do it. Now, here's the question that everyone's been asking is, where at Disneyland do you create a bridge to cross over to here? And I'm going to show you guys, and I'm going to show you based off of concept art, and I'm going to try to find that concept art for you. Give me a second to figure out, to find that.
Is Josh going too fast? Or are you guys following along with his little arrow?
Yeah, are you
following along, or is he going too fast?
Okay, I think that's the image I want right there. I'm going to blow it up, and then I'm going to move it over. Okay. Here we go. So. And I'm going to show you guys what I was able to figure out is that this building right here, actually, I need to go to a different image. Sorry.
Perfect speed, thank you.
There was 2 images that this is the one that showed more. So let me blow this one up because this one showed a little bit more.
They said you're doing great. Perfect
Great
speed.
job.
We love it.
Okay. And so, and of course it's concept art, so the alignment's a little different, but you can tell by, look at the tram tracks right here, and then look at the tram tracks right here. This building right here is Indiana Jones. That's this current building right here.
Which one?
This building right here.
Okay.
Is Indiana Jones.
It looks more narrow, but
I know it's concept art, but you can tell by, see this corner right here, see this corner, exact shape. See this tram route.
I got you. I got you.
See the monorail route. See the monorail route.
I got you.
And then this building right here is Pirates of the Caribbean.
Okay.
This is Haunted Mansion, or actually, I think the concept art's a little misleading. I believe this is actually the backside of Splash Mountain. If you look, there's Haunted Mansion and then Splash Mountain right here. See the way the building is? It could be the corner of Haunted Mansion, but I believe it's Splash Mountain. And the reason is, I want you to take a look right here at this pathway right here. There's 2 sections, as you can tell.
Yes, I can tell.
There's a walkway section, and then there's bushes, and then what I believe is going to be a backstage bridge. Same bridge, but I think there's going to be a way for them to go backstage back and forth through there.
Yeah, because they don't like you to really see them doing
So
that.
look at this key feature here. See these lights right here? See how they go to the left or they go to the right, the walkway? So what I'm thinking is happening is the bridge is going to be coming across here, and then the walkway, I believe you're going to come in through Critter Country. And I'm going to show you. I'll blow it up so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Critter Country right now, you can walk all the way to here in Critter Country, right here.
Oh, yeah, true.
Okay? So
oh, yeah.
To get from here to here or here to here is not very far. Now, if you were trying, it's not feasible that you will be able to come between the Haunted Mansion and Splash Mountain. That cannot happen at all. No, it just won't happen. So the only other area that you would be able to possibly do it is through New Orleans Square. But the railroad tracks are right here. See the railroad tracks? So they would have to figure out how to get you over or under the railroad tracks at a slight incline for a bridge, a very slight incline, which they can't do over there. There's not enough room.
No.
They're not going to put stairs or elevators there.
No, because it would have to have access for wheelchairs.
And that would ruin the aesthetics of this area.
Yeah.
But here in Critter Country, they can redecorate this area here and have a slight incline to create the bridge to come across.
True.
So my money is, if they do this expansion.
How much money?
All of it.
All of it?
This bridge right here will come from Critter Country, which then ties into the outdoor naturist type of theming that we have over here in this area. You know what I'm saying? So I really believe that we will cross from Critter Country into this. If this does happen, we will cross from Critter Country. It sounds
feasible.
Well, that's the only place really you can look, because you really can't come from here. You would have to first, they'd have to demolish this building, or they'd have to create some sort of theming to walk through these walkways of these buildings. But then how would they have access to repair Haunted Mansion and Splash Mountain?
Yeah.
And all that stuff? If they create a walkway over here and go above, they can have a passway underneath it over here for cast members. And if they make a bridge wide enough, they can have cast member access coming across and pedestrian access, which you will see right here. So I truly believe that I truly believe.
Josh, for president 2022.
Yes, that will be where you will cross over into the new Disneyland.
Hey, Fernie.
Hey, Fernie. Now let's talk about this bridge over here in DCA and talk about what we think would be there. Let's go down, scroll down to Disney California Adventure. Here's Disney California Adventure. Right now, this is the Garden Grill. Here is the roller coaster, Incredicoaster right here. Silly Symphony Swings. Perfect spot for you to cross over is right here. Now remember, these driveways right here would disappear. This driveway would disappear. So we don't have to worry about this.
Look at the Mickey Mouse
Intersection here. Yes, that's the hidden Mickey from up above on the streets.
Hi, Jose.
So if you look at the concept art, look at Pixar, here's the garden walk right here. Here's the roller coaster, and here's the bridge. So obviously, and here, look at this building right here. That's this building right here. So obviously they're talking about bringing you here and then crossing over right here.
Wait, where's it at over there?
Right here?
Okay.
Crossing over here somewhere in here. The only issue with this is say goodbye to the biggest hidden Mickey we've ever seen at Disneyland. No. Yeah. And then look at this cool thing on this concept art though, you guys. This building, you would be going underneath some sort of entryway into it. You'd be going over a bridge and then under some sort of building because you can see how the entryway is right there. So I really think
I'm excited. That's a lot.
Yeah.
What do you think they'll start on first?
Who knows? This is something we're talking 5-10 years out, really, if we're really looking at it. And this is just concept art, you guys. This isn't even like maybe reality, but it's very possible. And they do have agreements with some of the parks in Asia where we can't build certain rides that we probably want to build because we have contracts with them saying, hey, you guys have this ride. We agree not to build that ride for a certain amount of time. And I don't know what the time frame is. I don't know if it's 5 years, 10 years, 2 years. I have no idea. But I know that's something. So really, we're looking at an expansion to Disneyland possibly right here, an expansion to Disney California Adventure over here, and then this big giant parking lot over here becomes a new Disney Springs and parking structure and hotel because Disneyland wants to put another hotel in. And I think this would be the least intrusive way to put another hotel over here. Mm-hmm. And then this will help. They'll get, how much business they'll get from the convention centers going into this Disney Springs type area. Wow, as kids, Disney Park was enough for us, and then Disney California Adventure. Now a possible new Disney Park sounds amazing. Can't wait. Well, here's the problem now. People were talking about a third gate. I don't think Disney's going to do a third gate. I think they're going to expand on their current property. And just so you guys kind of get an idea of what we're talking about here, I'm going to make this big. I think this will do that. Okay. Here's Disneyland, possible expansion. Disney California Adventure, possible expansion. Parking lot, Toy Story parking lot, possible expansion of a shopping and hotel district. Now, you guys might, this is what I was talking about earlier. Disneyland owns, so here's the Esplanade and the entrance to Disneyland, entrance to DCA, and where you currently get dropped off by buses right here. Disneyland owns all of this property right here. All of this property is owned by Disneyland. So this building no longer exists. This is where they want to build right here. They want to build a giant parking structure right here. They want to take this section right here, this hub type of thing, and they want to put it in here. So all your taxi cab drop-offs, your Uber drop-offs, your buses from other parking lots, parking structures would come here, or regular bus drop-off, hotel, shuttle drop-off would all be over here. There would be security here. Disneyland purchased this hotel, right? What is it? It was this one right here. They purchased this hotel, which does no longer exist. It's demolished. It's gone. They want to create a ramp, walkway, bridge to go over Harbor Boulevard and come over here and bring you along this area into the hub, which then also creates a expansion of Disney California Adventure into this area here. because you don't need this anymore because your transportation hub is all over here. So now this would become part of Disney California Adventure. And your walkway comes through here over a bridge and comes down here. Now for them to do that, this monorail track right here
has to get adjusted.
Has to be rerouted. So there was talk originally when they were doing this of this.
Hey, Bloomin' Cheesa.
Hey, Bloomin' Cheesa.
Hey, Brian.
Hey, Brian, what's up? This monorail track, there was original talk when this plan, which the city denied a while ago, of this monorail track following the other monorail track, following it down here. Just follow my mouse, you guys. This is what I'm talking about here. This monorail track coming this way, that gives room for the walkway to come down enough to ground level, and then the monorail track would curve across the Esplanade or right before the Esplanade, and then take another turn through the back lot here of DCA and take a turn to cross over the where it currently is. So the monorail would be rerouted to make room for that. And then what that does is that frees up, first they can build the bridge, and then you're coming around the future expansion of Disney California Adventure, which they didn't even talk about in this. This is just something they've talked about before. Hey, Brittany's new page, how you doing? So very possible and very exciting stuff when it comes to this expansion. And then also, what do you guys think? Do you guys think we're kind of on the right path when we talk about these expansions and what we're looking forward, what we're looking at here? Are we? Let's see what else. Let's see if they got anything else here with. We're all over the place on this one. This is the current Mickey and Friends parking structure right here. But they are talking about having. This is what I was saying when I was talking about that parking structure, the behind the hotels. The Anaheim Resort in the future, Disney envisions creating a new parking destination on the east side of the Anaheim Resort, which is on the other side of the hotels, which would include a pedestrian bridge with upgraded entrance accessibility for hotels and businesses located along Harbor Boulevard. That's what it was missing the last time, and that's what all those businesses were very upset about. They said it was going to kill their business because pedestrians would not be able to enter Disneyland from the harbor side. That upgrade right there would include an entrance for them onto the bridge to get into Disneyland. In addition, Disney will continue to work with area businesses and city to invest in and encourage the use of public transit and ride sharing for their cast members and guests. Another thing that Disneyland has talked about was that they were talking about not using any public funding for any of these type of expansions. They were just going to do it all themselves and not worry about any public funding or anything like that.
Oh, yeah, it's not a good time for public funding. Everybody had a hard time.
Yeah. So, but cities do want to do things because the tax revenue that a new Disney Springs type of shopping district would bring is unbelievable. I mean, it would bring huge tax revenue to the parks. So
Hi, Greg and Cindy.
When you look at this,
Hi, Brittany.
This is gigantic.
Yeah.
I thought they would put a third park over here, like a water park or something like that. Because in California, I can't believe Disneyland doesn't have a water park in California. That would be a year round. They can almost do a year round water park, minus a couple months maybe in the winter. But imagine a brand new hotel, big hotel, the revenue that would bring, the jobs that would bring to Anaheim, and then this shopping district right here. It's gigantic. Really, when we look at Google Maps, look at the size of Disney California Adventure and look at the size of this parking structure right here. Look at the size of that.
That's really huge.
Look at the Anaheim Convention Center. 2 major hotels, many smaller hotels right here could fit inside of that. So for Disney, they would put literally a Disney Grand Californian size hotel in this lot with shopping and everything. And this would all be a huge parking structure and another one there. So, just such a huge area for them to expand on. And then even this area over here for Disney California Adventure, look at how big, and this area here.
That's a lot of parking space.
That's a lot of land. I thought maybe even over here they would have put a water park for a third gate. But it looks like they're really, and maybe they will. This could be, it could be a third gate. Maybe they say we don't need to expand it, or maybe they don't expand Disneyland and put a third gate over here. But I don't know. I think it looks like their idea is to expand the current parks. And I think Disney California Adventure could be expanded to make it a full day, really a full day park.
Yeah.
Disneyland, I think, is a full day park already. I think that park is jam-packed with rides and entertainment and all sorts of stuff. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, the pandemic definitely brought the city of Anaheim and Disney closer. That's for sure. And the fact that they got a new mayor, we got some new city council members, and some people who are very pro, who understand the importance that Disneyland, the corporation, the company, Disney, I should say, the corporation, what it brings to the area. They realize you shut down Disney, you shut down the economy of Anaheim around Disneyland.
Well, yeah,
completely
it hires,
shut down.
Look at how many people they employ. Not only how many people Disneyland employs at the park, but in the hotels, in the restaurants, in the shops, and how many people that are employed outside of Disney in the private sector, like the hotels and restaurants and gas stations. How many of those people are employed due to the traffic that comes from Disney?
Yeah.
Like we've seen it firsthand. We live down the street. Back, when it first happened, you could go down Harbor and there was no cars. I'm going to have to drive in traffic when they open up.
Yeah, you will.
Figure out how to get around that.
For sure you will. Okay, we kind of already looked at that. So we'll go over everything here again, I think. But what are your thoughts? Like now, you guys.
Thank you, kiddo.
You have to remember, you guys, that this expansion is not a year away. It's not 2 years away. I mean, really, if we really want to think about it.
because that's a lot. It's a lot.
They just built Galaxy's Edge, a year ago, besides 2 years ago because of COVID. So 2 years ago.
Hi, Lady Hoshi. Nice to see you. Greg and Cindy says, I think it took the pandemic to make Anaheim and surrounding cities to fully understand the significance Disney made.
Yes.
You didn't read that?
Yes, I did.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I did.
I'm a little tired today.
That's funny. So I think the start, well, first, you guys.
Carla Kiko guesses 2030?
Yeah. Well, listen to this.
That sounds so far away. That's after Back to the Future.
They came out with these plans because I think Disney obviously has been talking with the city of Anaheim and really probably has their backing, not publicly yet, but for them to come forward with this and say this is what they want to do, I believe they have the city's backing.
But remember with the hotel?
They didn't have the city's backing.
Parking? Oh, they came out with it without it?
There was a lot of fighting going on between the city and Disney, and it was really it wasn't great. So I feel that they have the backing and the city understands we're talking thousands and thousands of jobs, but we're also talking about millions of dollars in tax revenue for the city. Because Disneyland has a tax exemption for tickets sales to get into the park, but they don't have a tax exemption on all the merchandise they sell, all the food they sell, all the, all of that stuff. They do not have a tax exemption for that. So they're going to have, there's going to be sales tax involved in all of this. The city is going to gain so much. And Disney's not even asking for any of their public money. So it's a win-win-win-win for the city, So I just think that there's no going wrong here when you're talking about this with Disneyland. The cool thing is, if you look at like some of the properties, what it might look like in that new Disney area, that new Disneyland Resort, Disney Springs type of stuff, is look at the theming. You guys, look at the theming that they have for, like, this is the hangar bar. I mean, it just looks cool.
I want to go to the hangar bar.
Because I think Disney Springs has much better theming than our downtown Disney does, for sure.
Oh, DCA took about 5 years to build. Nice.
Yeah. DCA took forever because they kept expanding it. So remember this, though, when we're looking at this, you guys, we are looking at what Disneyland is talking about, hopefully for the future.
Hoping and dreaming. And life change.
Yes. I mean, they got to the city has to sign off on bridges to go over, which I think they would on this side. This is a side I'd worry about because these are all hotels. But Disney made a concession. Disney said, you know what? You're right. We also do rely on the hotels and the businesses outside of our park to house our guests as they come to visit the theme park. We rely on them to have affordable housing. And when the Disneyland hotels are completely sold out, the overflow of people, they have to have somewhere to go. So they have to go stay at these hotels.
So Disney made their own hotels, more of their own hotels.
They did make one more, but that doesn't even handle the crowds. If you look at Disney World has, I think, 33 hotels on on property.
Wow.
We have 3 hotels. So
it'd be small.
So think of the difference. So now we'll have 4. You know, so it's still very minimal compared to the traffic and the crowds that come in here. So, but with that new concession of saying, hey, we'll give you access to the bridge from Harbor Boulevard, that's a huge concession. And that's a huge win for the businesses outside there. But I'm excited when I see things like this right here. When I see this, let me see if I can go back to the map here. When I see roller coaster tracks like we do right here, when I see that, I'm excited. I love the e-ticket rides. I love the roller coasters. I do love me. You know what they got me with? The new dark ride trackless rides, the dark trackless rides. Those are bomb. And I'm hoping like one of these big buildings is a new trackless ride for something.
I'm really excited about Peter Pan because you know how much I love the Hook movies with the Tron and Peter Pan.
With Peter Pan.
Yeah.
I think that they'd have to put Peter Pan in Disneyland. Peter Pan has to be in Disneyland. So this new expansion, I think, would be a huge part of it would be Peter Pan and maybe some more Fantasyland type of attractions.
That and Tinkerbell. I don't ever give Tinkerbell credit as a favorite, but I love Tinkerbell.
Real quick, they do talk about Tron, and here's what I think. Let me go back to the map. Here's what I think would happen. I don't think Tron will end up in any of the new expansion areas. Here's what I think will happen. I think that Autopia
is going away.
Will end up being shifted. No, I think it'll be downsized and shifted across into one of the expansion areas is what I think would happen. And Tron, I think, this building right here, this which used to be Carousel of Progress, that'll go away. Or whatever this was before, that'll go away. Now it's Star Wars Launch Bay. That'll convert to the Tron building. And then this will become Tron roller coaster track over here. That's just my thought.
So what do you think is going to happen with that Finding Nemo
I don't know. Most of it's underground, and Disney does like to keep water features.
I like that water.
I think it can stay. If they put the Tron building right here, this is big enough right here for the Tron building. The one thing they have to worry about is the roller coaster, or not the roller coaster, the railroad tracks. But they can definitely build the building around the railroad tracks and, have it not even be a worry. Or they can just make the building right here in front of the railroad tracks, and the railroad tracks are behind it.
Carla's asking, Peter Pan Land, what will that replace the ride in Fantasyland?
I don't think so. I think that Fantasyland stays the same. I think Peter Pan's flight stays the same there.
Hey, Juan.
But I think that, where was it at here?
That's what Josh is thinking. No, they won't build it over Autopia. It'll replace Autopia, right?
Yeah, I think it would replace Autopia. I think Autopia.
Josh loves Autopia.
I don't ever want to see Autopia.
Gets excited when they get their little license.
Let me see if I can find the picture that I had of.
Juanito's in the house. Juanito's in the house. Juanito's in the house.
No, I don't have it. Okay. I think that when they go over here to that parking lot, I think that the Peter Pan section will become almost a world of itself. Now, maybe they do create a new Peter Pan's flight, but I just don't know if they would do that. That is one of the, original best rides out there. I don't know if it's original, but it's one of the best rides there. I think they would still keep it. I think they create a new environment of Peter Pan's lair. Oh, I know what I wanted to look at when they were talking about it right here.
Look at how cool that is.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be the coolest thing?
Yeah, but when they're not, the Neverland area features. So they're talking about a whole.
What if we got the little characters come out in their little pajamas?
Yeah, so they're talking about a whole Neverland area that features 2 attractions. One with the help of Tinkerbell takes guests on a boat ride that follow the Lost Boys down a river, and the other taking guests on a journey to the middle of Pixie Hollow.
Oh my gosh, that
would
be
Tinkerbell and her fairy friends. Yes, and the restaurant would be inspired by the Lost Boys iconic hideout.
Oh my God, I would love that.
That's would be crazy.
My favorite. I never give Peter Pan enough credit. I love that.
Yeah, and
I
so
love Peter Pan.
So now that we're talking about that, I'm going to bring up the map again because I want to look at that. Yeah, let's see here. I just have to zoom in real quick on it. before I bring it over for you guys and your enjoyment. Okay, so here, let me pull that up here. So now we're talking about it. See these little red things right here? Those are boats. So that's what it's talking about, the boat ride, right? And then it was talking about, what did it say about Tinkerbell in a ride going through the Pixie Hollow?
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming I think, but look at here. Interesting. Look at here. This is a boat ride too. See those little orange things?
Yeah.
Those are boats on a river, which goes into a building. So you're talking about a river ride, kind of like Navi Journey. Is it Navi Journey in Pandora over in Walt Disney World? A ride kind of like that, where you're inside. And then maybe, but I think this is more Skull Island right here.
Yeah.
And this is more the Peter Pan ride. And maybe this is Pixie Hollow. Maybe they go inside for Pixie Hollow. And then there's a ride here, which looks more like a mini roller coaster. You guys, if you look right there, that looks more like a mini roller coaster. Let me see if I can even get in closer. That's about as close as I can get. That looks like a little mini roller coaster type ride right there.
Yes, Greg and Cindy, a bridge from Disneyland.
A bridge from Disneyland. We're thinking from Critter Country. We're thinking. Now, this looks like some sort of car ride. So this is what I was talking about. Maybe this is an Autopia type of ride over here. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, total speculation here. You know what I'm saying? Really total speculation.
I know what you're saying.
I want to know what this thing. I think this is some sort of gondola ride right here. This is some sort of gondola ride. Or is it just poles with flags and the theming for... But see, this right here shows some sort of track ride.
We have to fly if we're with Peter Pan.
Yeah, there's something there.
We have to fly.
And then this is definitely another show building right here. See the walkway right here? Show building. And this is backstage, I believe. Or no, maybe this is a restaurant or something
I
like
like
that.
how Disneyland will bring in some of the classics.
Yeah.
That makes me happy. It makes my heart happy.
Yeah, so with the interest here, like this looks like some sort of spinning ride, like maybe a Dumbo type ride right here. That's what that looks like. And that's probably the queue line area right here. So a few big rides that they talked about, and then it looks like what possibly could be a lot of small rides, which is just awesome. Do I see a bridge from Disneyland? Oh, that's yes. And so for those of you who missed it, we'll zoom out a little bit here so you can see we're talking bridge from Disneyland here, bridge from DCA over here. And if you look at the color coding, this weird bluish color here, teal, I guess you could say maybe. Everything in bluish color, that's DCA. That would be an expansion of DCA. I mean, DCA would almost double, it looks like, in size. And entryway from downtown Disney into the parks. Disneyland obviously is much bigger, so that's not going to double the size of Disneyland, but that is a huge expansion. Now, I would also say Navi River Journey, says these last boys and girls. Thank you very much. That is what I was saying. I'm trying to say anyway. Also, I think that when you look at this, it's not like this would all happen at once. There'd be an expansion of Disneyland probably first, or of DCA first, and then maybe a few years later, an expansion of Disneyland. This is all timed out.
Yeah, I think they'll
time
do
releases
by land. It'll eventually flow out.
Yeah, it's gonna eventually. Hold on one second, guys. So I think that there's a lot going on, you guys, here, a lot to dissect. Or here's what would have to happen first. Let me tell you, first and foremost, this parking lot situation would have to be done first. Because once you take away parking lots over here, or you take away a parking lot over here, this parking lot is used a lot. So once you take away those parking lots, you don't have parking anymore. So you have to create parking first before you can do anything. So I have a feeling they would create the hub and the parking lot over here first. And then I think they would create the Disney Springs, we'll say Disney Springs West, because we're on the West Coast versus East Coast. Second.
Hold on. Good night, Disney Lost boys and girls. Thank you for stopping in. My typos are horrible.
You said hood night.
Yeah.
And then she never reads typing before she puts it up.
No, I did, but I didn't see it.
And then I think they would do more of a expansion over here on Disney California Adventure. And then last, I think they would do a Disneyland expansion. That's just my thought. I don't know what your guys' thoughts are on that. That's
It
my
would be
thought on
so
that.
fun if they did Peter Pan first, but I agree. I think
They just did
would
Star Wars Land, so I think that would be one of the last things.
I think they would start with California Adventure to spice it up because they're already doing Marvel Land.
Well, I think they would start with this over here, the hotel and the shopping.
If they started with Disney California Adventure, that would help get more people into that park.
Okay, I have to go take this call, you guys. So give me a second. I'm gonna put Becky up, and Becky's gonna talk to you for a while, as long as she wants to. Yeah, we'll just leave it like this, and then
take your call and
you just scroll through this stuff here. I gotta call him back.
Okay, I'm gonna read comments while Josh. I think we caught a lot of comments or a good amount of them. So while he goes and takes that call, let me go up and see what's going on here. I'm going to go up a little bit because I know we weren't paying attention to comments. So we apologize, but I know Josh wanted to get through that. I think that, the expansion is going to be massive. I saved some beer for you, Fernie. Okay. Fernie doesn't really drink that much. It was like a rare occasion the other night. Let's see. Should I move the mouse around over there? I'm just kidding. As kids did. Okay. I got these comments. Okay, I think we're pretty caught up. Everybody's saying hi to each other. So Kiddo had said, man, this expansion got me excited. And if you're excited like me, make sure you smash the like button. Thanks, Fernie. Yeah, I'm really excited about this. I mean, especially about Neverland. That is going to be amazing. That is going to be so cute, so whimsical. I'm actually really excited for that theme. There's me talking. Josh and Beck at Midlife Vibes. If they don't take funding, they don't have to listen to anyone. That's true. Let's see what else. Sorry, I'm scrolling through your comments, guys. While I'm scrolling through the comments, what are you guys most excited for? What do you drink your coffee? Yeah, Brian, Carla and Kiko were saying they think if it gets expanded, they're thinking about 2030. We're thinking about 5 years before we see anything. What out of these, I know we're excited about the whole thing because that's just the way we all are. This sounds so exciting. Can't wait, but we know we have to. Yeah, we're going to have to wait. And this just changed everything. You know, Josh was talking the other night on Tuesday, like, would we pay to go once a month? Or will we just go once when it opens and not go anymore, depending on their annual passes or depending on how they're going to do that? Definitely, yes, we're going. If they do this, we're going. It's going to be amazing. I mean, figure how much do we love the park already, let alone them doing all these expansions. Yeah, then we get to do Florida. That's going to be amazing. But what if you're looking forward to anything about this expansion, what is your favorite thing that you think you're going to look forward to? Are you going to be excited about the area, not the Neverland, or the other side that's by Disney Paradise Pier? I'm kind of really interested to see how they do the parking lot into that shopping area with restaurants. I think that's going to be really, for me, that's going to be really cool if I want to get that experience, but I don't want to go to downtown Disney. I love that they're going to have restaurants and shopping there. I'm really, really looking forward to that, I think. Especially if you don't want to be caught up in all, Melissa just wants to go back, especially if you don't want to get caught up in the whole park traffic, where you go and everybody's going to the park in and out. If you don't want to get involved in that, but you still want to go have your little slice of Disney, then you can go over to the that little Disney Springs area that Josh was saying that he believes they're going to build. Anaheim has until 2023 to prove it. I say 4 to 6 years after that, it will be complete unless Anaheim approves it sooner. Yeah, true. But you know what? Like Greg and Cindy was saying, and we agree, is that we think this whole pandemic brought like the city and Disneyland, and the fact that there's new politicians in there, brought it to a point where they're going to need that revenue from Disney. I mean, it really hurt the economy in Anaheim, and you can see it. You know, we live close to there, so we can see it. We're excited to see the Tangled Tower, Eric, guest researcher. And I love to see that happen. Oh, that's right. Hi, Liz. Hi, Ruth. Eric, our friends. He's the one that asks us the questions all the time. Mira, es el Becky show. Yes, Richard, es el Becky show. Josh had to go take a work call, so he was going over all the expansions with Disney and downtown Disney and that little, we're calling it the little Disney Springs area that's going to take over. Ooh, but that would take over Dee and Fernie and Juan's favorite parking lot. So your parking lot's going to go bye-bye, but we're going to have a lot of fun stuff and restaurants. You know, I'm looking forward to more restaurants aside from what we have just at downtown Disney. If they hire local 909 carpenters, they'll get it done in a week. That's hilarious. Muy chingon. I see. Okay, now with expansions come increase. Yes, ticket prices. You guys already know that the ticket prices are going to go up. And we already know that we most likely are not going to have full access like previously when we were pass holders and we can go whenever we want. Not just us, but a lot of people are saying that they think we're going to go on a reservation system like Florida does. And I agree. It's COVID infested. Now they can just demolish like Toronto. So yeah, I think that they're going to do a reservation system, which if you can get a reservation easily, I probably wouldn't mind. I like being able to go whenever I want because we live right down the street, and that's exactly what we do when we're just in the mood to get up and go get a bite to eat and people watch and get on a ride. We do that and we come home. We've been known to walk in the park, get something to eat, and then come straight home just to get out and get into the park. So I think ticket prices are going to go up. Hopefully they'll have some sort of fare system when they offer. I don't think they're calling it annual passes anymore. I can't remember what they're going to call it, but the unspecified various and yeah. So I'm hoping that they have something fair for us. Well, they don't owe us anything, but I'm hoping that they have something where it's affordable, where we can still go and where we can still have access to the park a little more frequently than paying the full ticket price. Having that last minute let's go feeling can't. Yeah, you can't beat that. Like we would get home from work and we'd be tired and maybe a little grouchy sometimes and go, why don't we just go to the park? Let's go for a walk at the park and get on a ride and get a bite to eat. We'd get up, we'd do that. It'd make us happy. We'd come home and, you know, it was like just reviving us, I guess. Yeah, no, that was shit parking lot. You know what? Not to get in touch of Disney. I'm looking forward if they're going to have the grilled cheese sandwich and the tomato basil soup. I have not had one in a while. I'm drinking tea, guys. I'm drinking a ginger honey tea and with it's like a throat tea. So what are your guys' thoughts? Yeah, what are your guys' thoughts? Give me something to talk about. Josh, my partner's not here. I would hit up Yaya and Britt on a Monday and be like, see you at the park, friends. Those were the days. Yeah, it was when you can just get up and go to the park, you know, that was the best. And I used to get out of work really early. I'd get out at 2:30. And if it was Josh's day off and I was off at 2:30, we'd just go to the park and spend the evening there. We did a lot of date nights at the park. That's what I'm missing most is the date nights at the park. But Josh might have to go without me when they open up the first day because I most likely will be working and I can't go. So he'll have to go without me, but that's fine. I don't mind, you know, if he goes and enjoys himself and has a good time and does his vlog. I'm sure he'll have other friends there with him to do it. Let's see what else is going on. I feel like I need music, or I need like something to talk about where Josh can just talk about all the details. And yay, you're back. I can't hold the stream like you.
I know, I might get another call though, so.
Okay. I can't hold the stream like you. Work calls, he goes. Any news on when the tickets go on sale? Good. You asked that question right on time.
Just a little bit.
No, I like you next to
Okay, I got you. No, there's something blocking my chair. Oh, it was your chair. Okay. We're back. Well, I'm back. I don't know. What did we talk about? What did we hit up on?
I dropped people when you left.
Yeah, that's okay. They knew the Disney talk was over.
They're like, oh, it's Becky.
They're like, okay, it's Becky. The Disney talk is over. We're done there. I'm gonna pull up this concept art here, and just so we can take a look at this is just a rendering here. So I'm gonna pull that up. So this is the concept art, like we were showing at the very beginning, of what some of the lands and different areas are going to look like. This is the Peter Pan Neverland area.
You didn't miss a beat. You just jumped right back in.
Yeah, I ain't gonna miss a beat with that. With that walkway through here. So we're talking about a river ride here. Oh, okay. Now I have to jump to the other concept art. Hold on, let me see what we got here.
What did you do?
I want to see this real quick.
You found something else?
I saw something that could be very interesting and very intriguing, which it may be something, it may be nothing. I'm not 100%. Okay, it was nothing. It was nothing.
Jeff Pike, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, Jeff. It's good to see you here. So I was thinking, see this boat ride right here? I was thinking maybe there was a tie-in to this boat right here when I was looking at the concept art, because on the concept art it looks a lot closer. So I thought maybe it was just a bit part of the ride, but there's no way it's going underground there under the path. So I will scroll back to what I was looking at right here. Expand that, make that nice and big. The reason I thought it, because I was thinking the waterway here and the water ride, that's right there. Mm-hmm. So, and you can see this is going to be a mountainous show building right here with a mountain in front of it. So who knows what kind of ride that'll be. But it will be interesting to see them do this. So here's what happens. If you look at the concept art right here, let me see if I can make it bigger. Not much. This right here is where the Rainforest Cafe currently sits.
Bye. Tell Eric bye for us too. Bye, Liz.
Bye. So
it's Eric.
I know.
You know who that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know who Liz is.
I want you to be more excited.
Hi.
I want to be excited about you.
This
Thank
is
you.
where
We love you guys too.
What is right now the trading post for Star Wars Land, which was the Rainforest Cafe, is this space here. But this right here, that is entryway into Disneyland.
I'm sorry, I miss running into Eric and bugging him.
I know.
Stalking him after we've had a couple of drinks.
Yeah.
Everybody take the survey.
Yes. So this would be a new gate to get into Disneyland right here, right? So no more Rainforest Cafe, that goes bye-bye. And I would think no more, because this building does not look like the same shape or size of ESPN Zone. So I think that building gets destroyed and something else gets put there. Something thinner, obviously, by the looks of it.
Yay, Melissa loves Becky. Sorry.
Nice.
We're going to start this now.
Yes, I know. And then what used to be AMC Theater, which was this big building right here, is no longer a building, because look at right here. This is a ticket gate into the entry gate into Disney California Adventure right here.
Juan says, bye, Liz, and our Disney survey guy friend from Disney. We miss you.
Yes.
And then after I said harassing, Juan says, and harassing him for survey stickers.
Yes. And so these are the two gates that we were talking about into Disneyland and Disney California Adventure. The cool thing is they're right across from each other, just like they are right now in the Esplanade. They're right across from each other.
I don't even know what we're talking about.
So what this benefit of having these gates right here does for all the Disneyland hotel guests and the Pixar Pier guests, it's a lot closer to get into the parks right here versus the original. But there is a drawback where I feel like Disneyland, I feel like you should be entering through Main Street if you've never done it before. Like that's kind of the way to enter.
I miss that old. Remember when we took the kids when we lied and said they're going to dentist to get their teeth pulled out? I miss when you would just drive up to the park and walk straight in. There's the doors to Disneyland.
Yeah, goodbye Earl of Sandwich. I'm sure they would relocate Earl of Sandwich because that is a popular.
Hola, Disney, the Disney Baker.
Hey, the Disney Baker. So the benefit is here is hotel guests can get in, and for us too, who've gone through Main Street many times, this might be a benefit too. But remember, the tram is still going to drop you off where the tram drops you off, so it's going to drop you off closer to the main entrance. And then as we scroll through, the crazy part to me, this is the crazy part to me, is Disney California Adventure right now currently exists down here. It's going to go from here all the way to over here. That to me, that's just wild, man. That's like that's a lot of landscape. I mean, what's that like? What's that look like? Let's see. What start that? Okay, here we go. Now I'm gonna have to pull up the map. Give me a second, because now I want to see. Okay, here we go. So let's look at this. Star Wars Land. This spot right here.
Yes.
14 acres. Okay, that's 14 acres of land.
That's pretty big, and it looks small in comparison to everything else.
It's thin in some spots, right? It's thin. So this whole area right here is bigger than Star Wars Land, I think.
Damn.
I think because look at the square size of it. So what do you think? This is 14. Do you think this is 18, 20 acres of land right here, this parking lot area?
Ask Brian, since he thinks he could build it faster.
Or is it the same? And I just don't have the right when I look at it, I just don't see it. But it's definitely the same size or bigger than Galaxy's Edge, right? I call it Star Wars Land because when they were doing the construction, that's what we called it because we didn't have a name.
And then when they named it Galaxy's Edge, and we would call it Star Wars Land, people would get mad at you. Remember?
I was like, I don't care.
It's not Star Wars Land, it's Galaxy's Edge.
But this parking lot right here is larger than this parking lot, and you're going to get this space right here also. So I'm thinking like what, 22, 25 acres of land?
Is Jeff Pike leaving us?
Okay. Hey, thank you.
Good night, Jeff.
Or no, he says, go, Josh. Go, nice. He says,
oh,
go,
good
nice
eye.
Work. Good eye.
These are not my new glasses.
Oh, he's saying good eye to me.
I know.
Oh.
I'm thinking he's saying goodbye.
Oh, yeah. No, he said dot go and then there.
Hi, Michael Riley.
Josh, do you guys think you guys will get Toy Story Land or Tron? It doesn't look like we will get it looks like we will get a Tron, possibly over here. I think in a future development of Tomorrowland, I think we will get Tron. But Toy Story Land, if we do get it, it will come into DCA and it will be part of that expansion over here. I just don't know. I don't see how they're going to do it, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, with what they've given us so far.
But you know what I hate when they do things like this? Can I say one thing? I mean, I love it all. But then I feel bad because if they do a Toy Story Land there, then we have Mr. Potato Head on Pixar Pier, and we have like a hodgepodge on Pixar Pier.
Yeah.
But it's Pixar Pier, so it's all hodgepodge of Pixar. I get it. But I like when they keep it all together.
So here we're looking at like a Zootopia.
Hi, Annie.
Hey, Annie. We're looking at a Zootopia area right here for sure. This area here, it looks like it would be a Zootopia.
Zootopia would be so fun, and I think
it's
perfect.
Is this not Zootopia, and is this Zootopia?
Why you gotta confuse me now?
I think. Where is this? No, they're not gonna put Peter Pan in DCA. But look at the natural rock work and stuff like that, mountain rangey. So it's definitely something outdoorsy. I think this is going to be a Zootopia type of ride with a water ride and a roller coaster ride. It looks like a water ride, roller coaster ride. They have a dark ride here. They can really immerse us into Zootopia there. But the color scheming here, the color scheming on these rocks make me think that this would be more of a Zootopia. But
thank you, Kenny.
Zootopia has a city also, so I think they can incorporate part city, part mountain range, because Zootopia has a big mountain range.
The Disney Baker wants to have a romance with you.
Oh. And then this is the entryway here. So I don't see where they fit a Toy Story Land in the Disney California Adventure. And when I come up to Disneyland over here, I definitely don't see, or maybe they do put a Toy Story land over here, but Toy Story is Pixar, right? And Pixar is all about DCA, not Disneyland, really. I mean, they do have Finding Nemo, but
Ratatouille's opening October 1st. We'll be there.
Yeah, we'll be there for Ratatouille.
We'll be there.
Yeah, in Walt Disney World.
I want a Coco Plaza, like Brian.
Yeah, I would love a Coco Plaza.
Can you imagine?
So, but I think this area of Disneyland expansion is going to be all about the Disney intellectual properties, straight classic Disney type stuff, intellectual properties and things. Versus when we scroll down here to DC, I think this is going to be more about their Pixar properties and stuff coming on over here. I mean, we can even look at, I think I had it right here. Let's see. So if we scroll up.
That just looks so pretty, that Tron.
I just don't know if we're going to get a Toy Story.
Look at how cute. They should, when they took down Bugs Land, if they were going to replace it, they should have put a Toy Story land there.
Yeah. Because
they already had the popsicles and all the cute stuff. I miss Heimlich.
And they do have a Zootopia going up in over there in Shanghai. That's what this is talking about. But what a great place that would be for us to have it over here. With updated approvals, Disney California Park could become home to some of Disney's most technologically advanced, immersive, and cutting-edge entertainment, taking cues from the existing lands and attractions around the globe. So it's just saying it's possible that we can get stuff kind of like that.
So they're going to bring a little bit of everything over.
And it says specifically Disney California Adventure Park. And then it talks about Zootopia. Then it talks about Toy Story. So maybe they will do a Toy Story and a Zootopia over there because those are the two it talks about. Now, Tron, I think is going to be something, talks more about that over here, but I think that's going to be more of something we see into a Tomorrowland area. But the Neverland, that is definitely a Disneyland expansion right there, for sure.
Michael thinks Disney World would get a Zootopia before us. The Disney Baker says if he has a bromance.
I don't think so.
Disney Baker says if he has a bromance with you, he's not shaving his head.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
I can't unsee a body part in that design. Am I the only one? Oh, we didn't see it.
I think who said that?
Annie.
Oh, Annie. I think Pixie Hollow, I think they have to do it inside because they're going to want to
use... Yes, Heimlich is in our plant.
I think they want to use fluorescence and stuff like that. So I think they're going to definitely want to do the Peter Pan ride inside. And so when we look at the map here, I have to zoom in again. Sorry, guys, I have to do this every time, but this is just kind of the way it is. I don't have 10 monitors going. When we look at the map of the Peter Pan area here, I think that you will take a boat ride through Pixie Hollow and it'll go through some of the outdoor area, but then I think you will go inside for fluorescence and stuff. Kind of like I said, like the Navi journey ride.
I don't even know what that ride is. Do you think that they'll do like, you know, how the storybook, how you go on the water and they see all the little lands? Do you think they're going to do like a ferry thing like that when you go on the boat and then go inside the building?
It'll be a small outdoor portion. I think it'll be a small outdoor portion, and then the majority of it will be indoors.
Okay.
For the ride, definitely majority of it will be indoors because they'll be able to use. And the cool thing is they'll be able to use live screens with real set designs, and the lighting is the key for Pixie Hollow. I think the lighting is the key for sure, 100% with that ride. So it's going to be interesting to see, you guys. It's just going to be. We get so excited about these things, and then they are going to take forever. Like, we are going to be old people. We're already old people.
You're going to be
but we're going to be old people when this stuff is done, you know? So, which is fine. I mean, that's fine. It's just, you know, we'll see what happens. But with that, you guys, I mean, that is what we came to talk about. Came to live on Thursday. I got to work tomorrow. So is Becky. So
thank you, everybody, for just coming on a Thursday. We didn't announce it. We didn't say anything. This guy called me on his way home and said, hey, I'm going live. Thank you, guys. We really appreciate seeing you guys here on a Thursday. We feel the love. Thank you for everybody for hitting that like button, subscribing, for commenting. We just really appreciate you guys.
Yeah, and if you haven't subscribed,
Disney Baker.
If you haven't subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. We appreciate it. And definitely hit the thumbs up on your way out. You guys, I appreciate that. 31 likes. We appreciate the other night. We got 62 likes, which was like a record for us. So thank you very much for everyone who's supporting us through the likes and the subscribe.
Send Lisa my love. Tell my friend I miss her very much.
Yes.
And so those of you guys that joined in towards the end,
watch the replay.
Watch the replay. Okay. Josh gave lots and lots of good things.
All right, you guys, with that, you guys have a great night. We will see you next Tuesday. I cannot wait to see you guys then. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Catch you next time, guys.